Are we?
Are we ready? Maybe.
Maybe.
Hi, everyone.
Hello!
I've already pushed the button.
Oh, what button?
That button. The one that shows that we're talking to people.
Oh, we're talking to people now.
Yep.
Hello,
Hi,
everybody. How's it going?
Good. It's cold. It's really cold everywhere. Right?
Okay. It's, you know...
I'm looking a little scruffy and, like, I'm going to get closer to you because...
okay. We got the feedback that we sit very far away from each other, so we're going to sit closer. It's very cold in Stockholm right now.
So I'm looking a little scruffy here.
You're letting your beard grow so that you feel warmer.
Because it protects me from the cold.
Yeah. So we decided what a better time than to, cozy up in the Swedish winter in the darkness and play some Stellaris.
So, I'm Steve Murray. I'm the Stellaris game director.
All right. I'm Davide, and I'm the Stellaris marketing manager.
Today, our plan is to take a look at the 4.3 Cetus open beta and show you some literally unplayable speeds.
Literally unplayable.
It's literally unplayable on fastest in the early game. After I put up the dev diary today, I decided to run a tiny galaxy just to see how fast is this on the fastest possible settings, and it finished the entire game in 42 minutes. The UNE one.
Okay.
There were only 3 empires, so it wasn't that big a deal, but I had 4 second years. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. And in case you missed it, we published a dev diary, which includes a comparison of current performance according to our machines.
And 314. This was a kind of high-end machine, so I'm really looking forward to getting some more feedback and data and stuff like that from you guys in the Cetus Open Beta, which is available on Steam.
So at least they know what we're seeing, and if they've seen something else, they can, write in the forums, hey guys, cool that you're seeing these results. This is what we are seeing on our side.
The version of the game that we'll be playing today is the one that I used to generate these graphs. It is not exactly the one that's going to be going up tomorrow in the open beta because there are some more improvements and fixes with the experimental stuff. This is the experimental branch from a couple days ago. Okay, so let's see, host and game. Or not.
Meanwhile, if you're wondering where the dev diary is, it's in the chat for both YouTube and Twitch. So there is a link there posted by Mr. Freak on Twitch and Stellaris Official on the YouTube chat with a link. Go check it out.
Here, you guys get spoilers of the actual message that 4.3 is going to have.
Oh, no.
Because this isn't the open beta branch officially. So, for those of you that have not been following the 4.3 Cetus open beta...
sorry, they're saying that ambient background sounds quite high and our voice is quite low.
Too low. Maybe that's just because I'm not close enough. And we can lower...
I think it's the...
There. Now we're a little bit louder, I think.
Okay, and I think that the other one, the pink one, yeah, if you lower that, let us know if it's better.
Yeah, did that make it any better? Well, maybe.
But we'll know.
So the Cetus Open Beta was intended to bring some balance back to the game and improve performance. These were 2 big focuses here. We've made significant changes to everything in the economy, to ships, things along those lines. I've got a number of dev diaries that have been explaining some of this, but we've been making a lot of changes over time since December, which is when we started this. I'm pretty happy with how it's been going, so I'm expecting that everything that we've done so far will end up shipping. This was a question initially because we kept everything as separate branches because we considered all of the changes experimental. But our new experimental branch will be going up tomorrow with some more performance and modifier changes and a lot of multi-threading things. So, let's see. Okay, hopefully you guys can. Yes, you can actually see this. So the thing that we're going to be doing is we'll start off with just showing you how much faster it is. And hopefully this computer's good. So I'm going to set everything...
I would hope so. We're streaming from this line. So. I hope it runs our games.
So everybody's always been saying, show us, huge galaxies. Difficulty, I've been running most of my tests on Ensign because nobody gets any bonuses there. We can do Ensign, we can do Grand Admiral. What do you want?
Grand Admiral.
Grand Admiral? Okay, because...
because you're a pro.
We're pros. No, I'm going to be observing. My shirt has turned into a living barcode. Oh, cool. That's yours.
Oh,
maybe.
Because we're currently hidden behind the other screen, so we cannot see how we look like on camera.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Yeah, whoa.
Whoa, I don't know
Got
if
like
you...
Mari patterns and stuff like
Maybe
that.
we should just hide.
That's trippy. Here, yeah.
Should just go gameplay.
Just game.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so, yeah, UNE, yay. We're going to observe, set it up to fastest, and then let's watch this galaxy fly. So,
I had to say that while we were working on the video we published today, this became my favorite content to have on the second monitor.
oh, you're just watching the...
Just
thing?
watching the galaxy, like, doing things, and just like, it's so relaxing.
So, yeah, we've already finished the first year. Generally, we found that in the beginning of the game, it's like 10 to 12 seconds per year on the huge galaxies, which is down from the 30 that it used to be, or even 60 in the older versions. So it is literally unplayably fast.
So to the point that you need to slow down the game every once in a while.
Yeah.
Let's
look at some questions while this is running.
Yeah, I want to say, as the marketing guy, no, you're not getting any spoilers about this year's DLC today. Sorry, I was very clear with
He's here to keep me from saying anything.
Exactly. Right? I'm here with, and then I'm often the guys who leak stuff. That's how it goes. But let's see. Can you please remove the 200 influence cost for abandoning colonies?
No.
Or at least lower it? No. Why?
So that got added because of a number of degenerate strategies revolving around abandoning colonies. It is less of an issue now with the new systems than it used to be, but we still actually like the effect that it has on your empire, sort of. Abandoning colony should be a big thing. However, we shouldn't be charging you if, say, you're a doomsday colony or something like that, trying to get the last people off. So there are some changes that we do want to do.
Yeah. Also, please, let's keep the chat in English. I saw some messages in other languages. There is a question about the act as mediators that I cannot see because I have the spotlight here.
So it looks like we're looking up to the sky for answers. That's because we finally noticed that there's another monitor up there. So we've put all of your questions up there.
I don't think they can see us now.
Oh, yeah, you can't see us. Okay, well, I can put us back because that way you can be hypnotized by Davida's shirt.
Oh.
Okay, yes, the beard does give +5 cold resistance. That is why I've been growing it out, and I've got like crazy hair going on. Normally I shave the sides, but not right now, not when there's this much snow on the ground. When are we getting the ability to act as mediators between 2 or more warring empires? That is actually one of the things, in some of the dev diaries I've mentioned that one of the things that I'd really like us to be able to do is to play through all of the fantasies that we've shown in the Stellaris cinematic universe. Stuff like the Commonwealth of Man getting upset that the Gamma aliens blew up Europa 7, and getting involved in the war and, annihilating the Gamma aliens. This is the type of thing that I'd like us to be able to do. Interfere with existing wars, convince people to leave an ongoing war, join a war that's ongoing, that sort of thing. I don't know what kind of time frame that'll be on, but it's in my ambitions.
Yeah, there is a very nice message from Moa333.
Hey, who are those handsome people streaming my favorite game? I don't know, do you have another window open? Does he have another window open?
I don't know. With other people. Okay. Thank you, Stephen. Wow.
Last beta update has some buffs for Cyber. Yes. They're still too minor. Cybernetic is still a weak ascension. If you're playing Xenophile Empires, Cybernetic will be PIA. Well, we'll be watching it, and we'll always be... The custodians are always around to update and balance things.
Yeah. There is, again, a question by Bug Behemoth that seems really interesting about the
Are
ships.
there any plans to make ships feel more worth their cost? They cost so much naval cap now, but a fleet of 100 corvettes feels about the same as a 3.14 fleet of 100 corvettes to me. We have in... I don't know if it was in the last update or in the current update, we did modify the ship costs, so the bigger ships are more expensive and more of an investment. We feel that in general, due to the lower number of ships that you're going to have, they are each individually more impactful, and they're not exactly the same as the 314 ships.
Then there is a question from Cyber MP4. Any plans for a crisis selector similar to the precursor selector
At
Can Start? Don't we have that already?
No, we have you can pick which one you want, or you can pick all of them, or you can pick a random one. We haven't actually, I don't know why we haven't done the same thing that we did with the precursors. Okay. But maybe. Okay, Mr. Freak tells me that the ship cost changes were in the last patch. I thought it was, because I didn't see it in today's patch notes. Can we get the ability to change our Empire's flag mid-game? Oh, I would love that. I need to not move the mouse, or actually I need to turn screen panning off because it makes me enter the gameplay. Screen edge panning off. Okay.
Okay.
Pretend I never wandered away from the edge of the galaxy there.
Can you add an option to remove tank bound if you go synthetic ascension or block tank bound empires from becoming robots?
We can consider those.
We can consider this.
Basically, I'll pass that on to the content team to decide what they want to do with it.
Okay. What is your favorite origin from the 2025 releases to play? Can you add an option to remove?
That's a tough one. I do like. So I've been having a lot of fun with the Shroud Forged Obsessional Directive. You know, paper clips from Beyond sort of build. Not because it's good or anything. It was actually pretty decent, but because Obsessional Directive is the best Civic we've ever made.
Okay. Meanwhile,
and will ever make. It's perfect in every way.
Meanwhile, I've been playing with the origins from Grand Archive because I can be a space pirate. So, there is a treasure map. That's how I play.
Let's see. How will defensive stations change due to the ship changes? That is actually something that's still on the to-do list. I want to do a similar squishing of defense platforms because someone actually mentioned on the forum, and they're quite correct, that, hey, are these still actually going to be an issue? Because they do have the huge number counts and stuff like that.
When will we be able to dismantle habitats?
You can dismantle them. It just takes a world cracker.
I can hear guys' Steam feeding back into your mics.
Ooh.
Our Steam. Oh, it's strange because we don't hear the. Wait. There is no sound other than us in there. Maybe the two microphones are feeding off each other.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe we should just go far away. Let's try.
Game too fast. Please fix. Actually, no. Okay, that said, the programming focus is now going to be on stability and multiplayer stability, out of syncs, that sort of thing. We may lose a little bit of the performance increases that we got here as we untangle some of that, but we may not.
Okay, I think that we know the solution. Steven, can I get the mouse? Yeah. I know what's going on here. It's this tab here that should get muted. This is this. Yeah.
Haha. Okay.
There we go. We should have fixed the feedback.
Okay. No announcement of new expansions. Oh, the humanity. I'm not in a particular rush right now to lock ourselves into a release schedule. Mm-hmm. So last year we, when we announced that we're going to release something in quarter X, we are bound to that. So I'm delaying things as long as possible. Haha.
For the joy of your marketing guy. Why?
How much time should I give him for the first thing? Like 3 weeks is enough?
We've done that in the past.
You have done that in the past.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. Galactic Paragons was a super fast one. Yeah.
It was super fast. Why is the Stellaris channel not playing Hoi 4?
Because we don't do ground combat here.
Also, I want to point out that me playing Hoi 4 is a topic that comes way more often than people would expect. It's gone, the feedback. No time, still drop. We just release it, says Twitch chat. Is it? No, YouTube chat, not Twitch chat.
We actually did that once back with Lithoids. We released it at PDXCon, which was exciting and stressful because we were in Berlin and we didn't have an office at the time because that was right when we were moving from one office to the other. So we were just like, yeah, push the button. And by the way, everyone that's here, you all got a copy, or the Emperor members or whatever they were. All got a copy. Maybe everyone got a copy. I don't remember. It was 7 years ago. But yes, we have actually shadow dropped a expansion in the past on Stellaris, and it was absolutely insane.
Yeah, like no wonders why my predecessor was so stressed out about everything. Okay, wow.
Okay, let's see. Why can't we dismantle an empty habitat like decommissioning a hyper relay? It is actually something that we have discussed a little bit. It's a little more complicated because behind the scenes, the habitats are planets. Because everything's a planet or a star, or it's a little bit more complicated than the kilostructures. But it is something that we may actually do at some point.
Can we have the names of the voices we're hearing and who has the better singing voice? So I'm Davide.
And I'm Steven.
And who has the better singing voice? I don't know, but I for sure have a better sailing lore than Steven.
Sailing lore?
Yeah, sailing
You know
lore.
that I was actually a sailing instructor.
Mine was a tabletop RPG.
I actually spent a couple summers teaching little kids how to sail sunfish and flipping them into the water. It was a lot of fun.
Oh.
This was when I was in high school.
Okay. Well, I don't even get to have that
So
anymore.
no, I've got
You
better
took
sailing.
that away from me.
I took away the sailing lore from you. You see, you guys get all sorts of interesting stuff. Let's see, how far have we gotten so far, by the way? So let's see, it's not too bad in here. Okay, let's see. Any thoughts on the peaceful exchange of territory between allies? It's been so long. You can actually trade systems that are adjacent to your allies, or if they have claims on them. They don't treat it as of any value, once again, to prevent certain exploits.
3, 2, 1, sea shanty, let's go. That's only for the premium tier support. Whenever we'll make one.
What?
One day we'll do a Stellaris Patreon. That's going to be a
Similar
perk.
to how Plantoids, Humanoids, and Lithoids got updated in 3.9, are there any plans to potentially update some of the other older DLCs, adding new things to them, etc.? We kind of always do go through. The Custodians drop stuff into different things all the time when they're not, fixing things in a frenzy and, changing systems and things like that. So it happens sometimes.
I think Steven wins that one. Okay. Wow.
I think that may have been the sailing lore thing. Okay, so
They keep avoiding my Deep Space Citadel's question. I sense a Deep Space Citadel DLC coming. Kappa.
Okay.
Or Grey Face No Space.
So, okay, I was actually going to just start showing off some of the Cetus changes. Except they got killed. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to go look at someone that's not in the middle of a war and look at their fleets. So, one of the big changes is that... Seriously? You're getting... Okay, thank you. No, stop dying. The ship sizes have changed. Corvettes, for example, are 5 fleet capacity. Destroyers are 10. The people that I was looking at before were bioships. Oh no, Space Amoebas. Space Amoebas also follow the normal thing. The meat ships follow a different multiplier scheme where it's like 4, 6, 8, and so on. And this means that there are fewer ships that fit into your individual fleets, and they take more naval capacity in general. This does make the game a lot harder in the beginning because things that used to not be threats, like those roaming space amoebas and things like that, are actually a much bigger obstacle. And it dramatically reduces the number of ships in the late game.
Okay. And did we ever... I don't know. Did you ever explain on stream on why we made the decision to change the whole naval fleet capacity in the first place?
Part of it was performance. Part of it was general game balance. The economy has been completely out of control for a long, long time, and the power has been escalating. We needed to take a moment to step back, reset the playing field, and get back to a place where, you didn't have to set the crisis to times 25 and bring it, 50 years earlier in order to have any level of challenge. Let's see. Someone did ask a thing somewhere up there.
Can I ask you a question, like on my side as a player to a game director? Now that I have the chance. So, do you think that it's only a matter of game balance, or do you also think in these situations there was also a matter of meta game where players become progressively better at the game, so they start optimizing more and more and hit critical threshold faster?
I mean, the players are definitely better and better at the game and are continuously getting better at the game, which is one of... There is no challenge that we can produce that you will not beat eventually because you are better at this game than anyone else. I mean, that is true. The general skill level increases over time, like you said. And... yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. But
Okay, so that
I mean,
plays also
that is a
factor.
natural thing. That's actually one of the secret reasons why a lot of times we'll kind of do some meta changes and things like that just to keep things fresh. These are usually driven by other things that we want to do, like, okay, disruptors and other bypass weapons. They got seriously nerfed in Cetus. We added hardening to a lot of different places because we wanted to make hardening more important. And also, with the reduced number of ships, we wanted your ships to be more resilient and to increase the distance between, like the delta between low-tier ships and high-tier ships. These are all sort of playing together as part of this combat rebalance. The thing about Cetus that's different from our previous combat rebalances, like the one in Orion, is that we're also doing the huge economic rebalance at the same time. So we're table flipping everything, watching you guys play, and going, "Oops, we forgot about that." There are definitely some civics and things like that we haven't hit yet and desperately need to. Your feedback helps us find those, as does telemetry.
Yeah. Okay. And that's also, I imagine, one of the reasons why it's so hard to hit perfect balance at release of a new patch or a new expansion, right? Is that you do not really know where the players will push the new mechanics. Like, what's the limiter? There's always going to be the one guy that managed to find a way to push it to a level.
I mean, they're very creative, very smart. They will find ways of using things we didn't anticipate. And that's why our players are awesome.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. We had to nerf everything in Stellaris because you guys are too good. You heard it here first.
Okay, someone says, let's see, Kanye West fan 9000. I've always wondered why the pop numbers changed. So we wanted to change the background on how pops work, and in order to allow us to do things like this. In 3.14, this performance improvement that we're finally getting. In 3.14, we had hit the limits of how far we could go in general. 4.0 gave us the opportunity to set a new baseline, so that was the floor, and then we would get better from there. We've finally been able to take the time to actually get everything working the way we always wanted and take advantage of some of the systematic changes we did. One of the things we did was that since pop counts don't matter anymore, more or less for performance reasons, we wanted the increased granularity on the pops. So I'd rather have 100 pops working a job instead of one, because then we can have things like certain buildings or districts that provide 60 of each job or something like that, or we'll give you plus 2 jobs per whatever, that sort of thing. So it gives us a lot of stuff there. And also, as someone else mentions in there, I also didn't want to have fractional pop growth. We could have, but the way we have it right now is that every month all pops on a planet are growing together. If there is less than a full pop worth of growth, then there's a chance of a new pop growing, but we don't need to retain fractional pops like we did with the old system, where you would have the bar that fills up, and when it filled up, that's when you get the new pop. So there were a whole bunch of reasons coming together. There was a question of, should we make it 1,000 instead of 100, because then we just add a K to everything. But we decided to go with 100 because it's percentages and nice. Yep.
Similar to how plantoids, humanoids, and lithoids got updated in 3.9.
I already answered that one.
I already answered.
Yeah, I answered that one.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to follow 3 chats right now. I have like our internal chat. Let's see. When is the approximate release date for this patch?
Likely sometime in March is what we're currently looking at. So, yeah, there's the clue. If we started the streams, so we're feeling confident with the patch and rolling towards release. We haven't announced a date yet. At some point, the video will tell me to.
There is time for that.
It's a custodian release. I can do it whenever I want.
Well, it would be good to give player a heads up.
Oh, okay.
But I would say that here the goal is really to release it when we feel confident that, yes, we're happy with where we are.
We still have some experimental stuff that we want to try, like this version that we're looking at right now. Since this added some more multi-threading chaos, we want to see what it actually does when it's out in the live environment, as opposed to our control test environments.
With soldier being specialist now, can we get more buildings that give them modifiers? Planetary defense specializations have very few buildings and they feel kind of out of place.
That is something that we'll probably be looking at some point. I'd actually like to go through all of the buildings, but we likely won't have time for a complete pass in 4.3, but maybe in 4.4 or 4.5, something like that. We'll see.
Oh, well. We also need to give the custodian something to do over the year, right?
The 2D UI artists that we had got really excited when I pitched the idea of like taking the lab buildings and stuff like that and having them sort of like make a triptych. So if you have all three in the same district specialization next to each other, they would form like one big building. You know, match three. No, not exactly. But like you could have a particle collider and then have, part one, and then that connects to this thing, which does this, and then that, which does that.
But does it become a very big building? Or
no, it was still going to be three buildings next to each other, but it would be like, the image on the icons would...
it would upgrade.
Would connect to each other.
Ah, okay.
In a pretty cool way.
Okay.
But that's part of my ambition. Yeah. Adjacency bonuses, what was, will be. Yes.
Okay.
And that way we could actually do things like, hey, if you have this building with this building, then this you get this. And surely we won't do nonlinear scaling again.
Now that we're getting more accustomed to the 4.0 pop system, any plans to change the lithoid trait to make them a little better?
Lithoids still have their niche, so I think we're going to be moving very carefully on that one. There was a discussion that we've had relatively recently that is one of those no promises about whether these not phenotype traits, but like these primary species traits like organic and lithoid and infernal should be a separate little thing in Empire Creation, and you can pick which one you want, but I'm uncertain if we want to actually do that.
Okay, Stephen, I authorize you to spoil this one. I think you mentioned that you can tell us about future expansion. No, we can't. However, can you at least confirm that Season 10 is a thing and is coming?
I don't think I can confirm.
No, you can.
I can confirm or deny that?
Yes.
Okay. So
you can spoil this.
Okay, that eventually there will be a Season 10.
Yeah. Yes, we already confirmed this in September, actually.
Oh, we did?
Yeah. Chad did an interview where he mentioned this, and we're like, yeah, okay, it's out. It's out.
We found that the Season Pass model is... it has good points and bad points. The good point is that we can tell you about everything that we're planning on doing over the next year or so. And it also, in both good and bad ways, it locks us into certain time periods of this will release at this point, which gives some certainty and stuff like that.
Now,
and you get a discount.
You get a discount, and
Ooh, what mods do you think this will break? Like, what major changes did this do compared to patch 4.2? We will break every mod in existence because every time we do a major update, all the mods break. Biggest changes are economic buildings. A lot of the performance stuff is behind the scenes. Technology, every single define in the game. Okay, not every single one, but yeah, we will have an early access program for modders, and we encourage the popular one, we encourage people to apply to it and join and get early access to the thing to update their mods.
Yeah, one thing that we discussed, together over in December when Mr. Freak was here in Stockholm, is potentially also to do something that Hoy does very well, is to have, when we release the patch, to have actually a list of mods that are already compatible with the new patch. That would be my ambition for this year when it comes to mods.
Let's see. Metro 8 has the question of, will the nerf make ship weapons, aside from disruptors, more viable? Yes. We have nerfed disruptors into the ground, and they probably actually need a buff. The combination of increased shield and armor hardening and a weakening of their inherent bypass has made them probably one of the weaker weapons in the game right now. Can we have map Empire Seeds or scenarios someday? I have scenarios as an ambition. Map Empire Seeds would be pretty cool. I don't know the feasibility with our current Galaxy generation system for that, though.
Do you plan looking at cyber government authorities too for a rebalance? Some feel off.
Post in the suggestions forum if you have ideas. We do read these things. We don't tend to respond in that forum, but we do read stuff. Didn't we do some? Oh, no, we did Cyber Creed authorities in 4.3.
what the plan for larger map size or even true galaxy map size, since the game has been greatly optimized?
I do not have the plan to increase the galaxy size. You guys can do that with mods.
Oh, what are the? Okay.
Yeah. I've seen the idea to give disruptor status effects rather than focusing on damage. Would you consider that? Yeah, we would. I mean, we added a bunch of cool carrier effects with the bioships, and disruptors could theoretically have something similar to that. Let's see.
I'm really trying to dodge this massive spotlight in front of me to read the questions on that.
Do you think about changing Fallen Empire buildings again? Because I think a lot of people would rather use optimized pops instead of automation. So the point of the Fallen Empire buildings, as we see it, is so they don't have to sully their beautiful hedonistic hands with menial labor and things like that. So I'm pretty happy with how they work right now. It's possible that we might add more to them. Add additional buildings that are Fallen Empire buildings or something like that, but it's unlikely to happen in 4.3. Actually, I can guarantee that it's not going to happen in 4.3. We might change some of the modifiers on them, but they're probably going to be the way they are.
Yeah. When will version 4, I imagine 4.0, come to PlayStation 5? I don't have a timeline on that yet. Right now we are working on completing Season 08, and then Season 09 and 4.0 is the next. So I'll leave it there. We believe that we promise to deliver the rest of Season 8 by Q2 this year. That's what's in the expansion pass page on PlayStation. So once we're there, we start working on 4.0. Sorry, I just wanted to give the console committee some love.
Have all the in-game events been adjusted to account for the new fleet power numbers? In our last game on the beta on Instant If It Matters, we had a few things happen that seemed absolutely overpowered. First, a rebellion and a vassal spawned a massive fleet. Then they hired a mercenary fleet, and it was almost game over until they had to return it. Nail in the coffin was when the con spawned. So some of these have not been, such as that rebellion thing that you've mentioned there. It should have based their power based on yours, because that's generally how the rebellions are supposed to work. But apparently, it is still producing 5 times the size that they're supposed to. Mercenary fleets have been adjusted to a degree. We did increase them because we wanted them to stay viable, but we may have gone overboard there. The Khan is very, very much intentionally very powerful. We did weaken him, but you can submit to the Khan, and he does go away eventually. All the mid-game crises have some sort of weakness. Mm-hmm. The Great Tempest is especially vulnerable to getting their factory destroyed, which is easy if you have cloaking, but if you don't have cloaking, then it's a little rough. And Fallen Empires, when they awaken, are also super brutal. They have a decadence mechanic to weaken them over time, and we also did nerf them a bit.
There is a question about... there you go. What are the specs for this PC? Only point of reference on how optimized the game is, since I haven't tried the beta yet.
Good question.
We can check what the specs are also on our YouTube channel, and maybe the mods can post the link on the YouTube chat again. With a video where you have the 3.14 and 4.3 running side by side, and also in the description you have the specs of that PC that is there. So what do we have here?
This is an AMD Ryzen 9 7950X3D 16-core processor, 4.2 gigahertz. Wow, 64 gigs of RAM. That's a good machine.
Actually,
this is better than my machine.
Yeah, actually, we should. Can I get this at my desk?
Yeah, this is sweet. But someone earlier was asking, how does the game run on AMDs? Well, it looks like it's running pretty well. Any chance you'll rework Nanite Ascension? Current iteration feels off. I agree. Cosmogon and Alfrey have an idea, and they're waiting for some code support, which I cannot guarantee will make it into 4.3, but we have a plan for nanites.
Vincent is a Blue Archive Sensei. The link is now in the YouTube chat where you asked the question. So you can check it out, and there you have the details of the spec of that machine.
I can't believe how good this machine is. Yeah.
Well, it needs to run our games and in the meanwhile also stream. That requires a beefy machine, right?
Will we get more in-game crises? Maybe. As the content team feels that it is appropriate, they will add more. Let's see. Yeah, there's also the beta feedback in Discord to discuss things before putting them into suggestions if you want other people's opinions on them. That's another good point. We do have that form of feedback. Any plans to incorporate a feature in the expansion planner that'll tell you the best system for Dyson spheres or arc furnaces? There's a mod that does it, but it breaks achievements. I actually wish that we had it as a map mode because, that we have these beautiful things that tell us things, and we'll see if Moa in chat gets angry at me for mentioning map modes. But, if we have all of this stuff, this would be great. And that way you could just see where the best places are.
Yeah. Are there any plans to rework traditions? Aptitude has been incredibly weak for a long time.
That's another one that we're always touching and poking and prodding them. I don't plan on doing much with aptitude right now, but we have it on the list of things to look at some point.
Our content creators are just asking for this so they can do more tier lists with all the traditions. Which traditions to play?
With regard to crises, is there plans for a crisis that change the galaxy without massive destruction, like a galactic psionic awakening or the Spectre haunting the galaxy? Satana was actually originally intended to be a completely non-combat crisis, a philosophical crisis of sorts, except then it ended up the feedback that we got during testing and things like that was that it needed the face-punching phase in order to feel
a crisis.
Satisfying. Yeah, and in order to feel a crisis. Let's see. Won't this make alloys less valuable or in demand since less fleets equals less alloys? Seen a YouTuber have tons of alloys just on the mid-game on the early beta testing. This was one of the reasons why we increased the costs of the bigger and later tier ships in order to make those a little bit more valuable. But yes, since you will have fewer ships, and it is often that you will be able to lose your fleet and immediately start building another one if you are getting your face kicked.
Yeah.
100 more map modes win. Now, all the map modes.
So I'll read this question, which is might be a bit, I don't know. I hope I'm understanding this question correctly. So, do you really need a forced release date in the season pass? Isn't that what caused the 4.0 release? Once we announce the season pass, the expansion pass more than a season pass, like we call them seasons, but de facto they are a tool called expansion pass. We need to have some release there. For transparency towards you, the player. We believe that you need to know when you will be delivered what we promise you, like we're selling you something and we're going to tell you when it's coming. But also Steam, if you check on the Steam documentation, they specifically mention that you need to have a release time window. So yes, the answer to that is yes. But also we really believe that we should be as accurate as we can with that communication. There was another question. Have all the in-game events, did you already read this one?
Which one?
The one about the in-game events being adjusted to account for the new fleet power numbers?
Yeah,
okay.
I did answer that. Have someone already asked why gestation worlds are being removed for simulators, and are they going to be replaced by something? I don't believe that we are replacing them. We crack down a lot on different ways of getting excessive amounts of pop assembly and growth. There are still some more that probably need murder. Yeah. That's not the word, but it is the word.
Imagine a game mode where all the players are megacorp.
It sounds very profitable.
Also, isn't this how we work as a society? Has any alliances been made in this galaxy? Can we check?
Well, yeah, there's a whole bunch of federations here. Ooh, and we got the High Fallen Empire.
Hey, look, the Commonwealth of Men and the Uni will be making contact with one another.
I don't know, they're still kind of far away.
Huh.
Commonwealth of Men. Well, they know of each other. What's your opinion? Hey, not bad. These guys don't like them very much.
There is a question on the Twitch chat right there. The
Are
last
there
one.
plans to rebalance the species portrait discrepancy in number of traits? Some just have less, almost nothing good unique to the species. Other species portraits have too many from other species categories too. I don't think we have a systematic rebalancing plan there, but we do occasionally add more traits, which is actually probably what caused some of that imbalancing that you're talking about. Is there a plan to update, buff, change habitats, or do they work fine now? I think that they work fairly well right now. They have a good niche to fill. If you disagree with me, that's okay. Post on the forums and in the other feedback channels.
Angrily, and shake your fist, very angry. Is it considerable changing Unity in production, like to remove all the Unity jobs and make pop producing Unity based on happiness? More happy pop, more Unity.
We modified Unity production to a degree in the Cetus Open Beta. It was one of the things that got lowered significantly. I do not currently have a plan to remove all the Unity jobs. And the Unity that you're generating from the factions is largely based on the faction happiness. The jellyfish portrait doesn't have access to the chromolock trait. That's a bug. The Stargazer probably should, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so colorful. Any changes to combat computers? Not yet, but it is actually one of the things that I'm actively working on, specifically the strange behaviors that you're discussing. Let's see. Aren't the pops the ones logging the game? Were those optimized? That was like half the point of the 4.0 update. We changed the way that pops work. So here you can see that these numbers are pretty high, even though they're 100 times what they used to be. I actually had one of the overnight games that I ran. Actually, it ran over a weekend, and when it came in, it was 3865.
Okay.
And the game was still running. I joked to Gustav that the game's a little slow, but it actually wasn't. It was actually running pretty decently. And I think one of the empires had more like 500,000 pops and stuff like that. The number of pops don't actually matter anymore for the most part. It's the number of different pop groups that is relevant. There are some more changes that we want to do to those, specifically along factions, ethics, that sort of thing, in order to reduce the number of different pop groups and the sloshing around in factions and stuff like that.
Also, let me just clarify, Gustav is the tech lead on Stellaris.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Chat might not know. Can we have a real form of communism in game, like shared burdens doesn't count?
Why doesn't shared burdens count? It's functional communism.
Just asking, like they're asking. Don't look at me. I'm just the messenger.
We also have the worker co-op.
Sure, we have communism in game.
Yeah. We also have authoritarian dictatorships.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Here we're entering spicy political commentary. Go.
Is there any progress being made regarding native Linux play for the beta? Gustav, the tech lead that I was talking about before, is actively working on this. He's very, very interested in Linux because that's what he runs.
I also have to say that I'm becoming more and more interested in Linux with Proton.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you don't need to use Proton because we have the native build. It's just right now it requires something that isn't included in the SDK.
Any information on the expansion planner fix?
We'll need more information on what the expansion planner problem is that you're referring to.
That's my take. It's a bit broad of a question.
If the bug report has been put in, then QA knows about it, but I personally don't.
Any wars in this galaxy yet?
Oh yeah, there's lots. In fact, last time when I was trying to look at the fleets, they were all fighting each other. Let's see, like here, what are you guys up to? The United Information Partnership United Triac War of something. Conquer, vassalize. So it's of obedience, probably. But yeah, there's plenty of wars going on.
There is a question about the AI on artillery ships in Twitch.
Okay. Sorry, where? Oh, have you fixed AI on artillery ships? Yeah, I mentioned earlier that I am like my current active investigation is ship behavior and the return to formation numbers being too short. Is it possible to get new starting systems? I'd love to start in like an Alpha Centauri. So Alpha Centauri probably won't happen because humans are terrible and we hate them. No, that's not it. Humans are actually pretty complicated and they have their unique starting situations which affect all of the systems around them. So we'll probably stay away from Deneb, Alpha Centauri. I mean, we have Deneb as a starting system, but anything that is directly tied to the UNE makes the content designer scream in terror anytime we touch any of that. So they probably don't want to be doing that.
Why do the content designers scream in terror?
So humans are very, very complicated in Stellaris, or weirdly complicated, because you start with the UNE. That means the Commonwealth of Men will spawn. It also means that there's the lithoids that might spawn, but may not. And humans, if you start with Sol, then it'll always include the things around it. Let's see, where's
Sol is right there.
There it is. So you'll always have Alpha Centauri. You'll always have Bernard Star, Sirius. These will always be somewhere near you in your cluster, and which means that we wouldn't want to have any of these be a starting system unless they also block Sol. And other weirdness.
Okay, so basically, if I understood your question correctly, is because they're so pivotal.
They're scared of it.
They're so pivotal to Stellaris, and there are so many dependencies that you touch something, you might.
74% of players play either human or human adjacent portraits, so we don't want to mess with any of them.
I recently played Hive Mind with Body Snatcher Civic, and I chose Psionic Ascension, but I couldn't assimilate the pops that got. Was it a bug?
I'm not sure. I would need to know more details about the exact thing. I would recommend filing a bug report because someone will look at it and then,
Yep.
Maybe it was.
I may attach the save file so that you can look at it. So Toxic.
We can ask Iggy because I think that he knows everything about hive minds.
Toxic. Our recommendation is to ask on the forum and under the bug report so somebody can look at it. I never see UNE in my runs ever. I think I need to disable a lot of DLCs to even have them appear. No, they retracted the message. Sorry.
Okay.
The moment I read, you say nope.
So one of the things that does mess with what things appear is actually very often your the empires that you've created and first loaded. It will only pick one of each starting system type, which includes things like Sol or even random trinary A, that sort of thing. Like that's an unexpected weirdness in our spawning logic.
There is a player, Alexandrolov, that's reporting that the expansion planner is not displaying correct information on the latest beta. You can see deposits and sort planets. They got confused in the listing order. Can you check it right now?
Oh yeah, well, that's super messed up.
So yep, thank you for bringing this up to our attention.
I'm sure that QA knows about this. It just hadn't filtered down to me yet. Look, it's Barren World. Fascinating.
Also, we have 10 minutes left. Do we want to talk about how the galaxy is performing? How are we doing?
How are we doing? How far have we gotten? So we're at 2271 in 40 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, I would say 40 minutes. I didn't start the timer. We should have started the timer.
We should have. Next week maybe we'll play instead of just letting it run. But let's see. Are there any updates regarding wars planned for this year or Season 10? You can tell us. We won't tell anyone. I cannot talk about what may or may not be in Season 10. Otherwise, Davide will get very angry.
Sorry, I was not. What's happening? No, I pretended I didn't listen. Steven talking about comments.
We will be fixing bugs relating to these, and yeah. I love the new fleet changes. Makes the game feel more Star Trek and less Warhammer 40k. One of the things that I do like about this is that with the smaller fleets, even though in the last beta update we did expand command limits significantly, you still have you don't have a carpet of ships that it just kind of blends together into a sea of polygons. You can actually see these ships, and battleships and things like that are a major part of a fleet. So I think it's pretty cool.
There was a question about rebalancing. Where was it? There was a question about. There you go. Is there any plans to buff or rework some of the less peak ascension perks, as by the Worgen?
We generally do actually, tweak ascension perks pretty much every release. So yes, we will be adjusting, poking, prodding, buffing, nerfing ascension perks, civics, and the like, because we always do. We can't stop. We can't help ourselves. In the latest beta, Eater's Aura was changed. Will Cradle get similar changes? Quite possibly. Was that the one that has the defense platforms? That's going to change, I'm sure. Maybe. Probably. During that pass that I was talking about earlier with defense platforms, where I wanted to change some stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to make us appear again, partially with the game, because
okay.
That way they can see us and make fun of my hair.
Oh, okay. And they can
like
get.
Sticks out.
I don't know if they see.
You can't see it sticking out.
I also don't know if they actually see the same distortion we see on my shirt, but maybe it's because our thumbnail is so small on the screen.
Praise the Hypno shirt.
There is a question asking how is the multiplayer going right now? What's your assessment on currently multiplayer on beta? Like, you said
very unstable.
But that's something we're going to start working on,
yes,
right? Moving forward.
So I am currently happy with the performance state of 4.3, which means that I've set most of the programmers to, I've unleashed them on stability specifically out of syncs.
So let's say that right now it's a bit shaky, but if you're interested in multiplayer, right now is the right moment to start testing 4.3 and report us on what you see happening?
There were actually a lot of things that did get improved during some of these fixes and changes. So there are a lot of things where resync will actually solve the issue.
The Hypno shirt is great.
I see the Hypno shirt. It scares me.
Now I know what I'm going to wear every stream.
Oh, what's in the naval cap now? Let's see. These people have 1285, 714, 938, 11. Oh, they're not in good shape.
But
engaging hostile forces.
Coming with the man. Come on, you're slacking.
Council agenda ready.
Okay, is this cheating? Let's. These are fallen empires right now. The shirts are moving. Let's see.
Okay.
Do we have any plans to make ship classes more significant? Once you research next ship class, all previous make no sense to build. We have tried to give them all a role to play. Corvettes are fast and cheap. This is more enhanced by the last update, where the increase in ship costs, ship hulls, was significantly increased. So battleships are now very, very expensive, especially high-tier battleships.
Somebody is asking me to talk about Blorg body pillows, but I don't.
I have one.
Huh?
I have one.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just received a DM on internal Slack saying, "I want you to talk about this." Sure, I'm talking about this. I am acknowledging that this conversation is happening. Let's move on.
You're not going to make new ones? You could. You're actually capable of doing it.
Okay.
Everybody should send him emails, and that will make.
Actually, what we should do, and here I'm throwing the ideas to our community manager, is that we make a forum post saying, "Do you want a Blorg body pillow? Yes, no. I didn't know I wanted one until this moment," and then we see what the results are, and then we assess. Like, sure, if you guys promise me to buy the Blorg body pillows, I will make a Blorg body pillow.
Let's see. I've always been a fan of vertical ship models like Empires in the Foundation series or some of the ships from EVE Online. Is it possible to get a vertical style ship set in Stellaris? Yeah, it's possible. Our ships do have to stay on a certain plane, and if they have too much verticality, then they will interfere with some other things in the way we show stuff. But yeah, vertical supremacy, I remember that.
Actually, Idyllic Bloomer just asked a very important question that I wanted to mention. You mentioned special guests for future streams.
Yes.
Will they be other developers or will they be people such as the tech lead to answer questions such as, first of all, the tech lead is another developer.
I plan on inviting Lorenzo and or Gustav next week or the week after.
I think
Something like that.
we said next week.
I think next week. So technical questions they will be able to answer yeah.
So, guys, Twitch chat, YouTube chat, prepare all your technical question. You're getting, the people that know Stellaris code in and out. Surprise them.
Gaze into the hypno shirt. Find questions. Bring them next week. Next week, I'll probably be playing the game while they're answering questions as opposed to this way. And that way you can ask questions that I have to answer and then I'll get eaten by void worms. 250 times crisis slider? No. 25. So the 25 times crisis slider was actually added as a joke. It wasn't actually intended to be beaten. Yeah.
And then players became really good.
This goes back to the players will beat anything that you put into the game, which is cool. 25 times is too easy. Have you been playing on the open beta? And don't exploit like Grand Admiral vassals and stuff like that.
So hear me out here.
Yes.
Every year, we just bump the number of the crisis a bunch, and then we make a massive stream where all the best players in the world are trying to beat the crisis, and we make a race to world first on Stellaris. We should do that. No? Okay.
Should I unnerf the crisis? Because I nerfed the crisis in the last patch or the patch before that. I can unnerf it.
Would you guys in the chat watch such content? Like, we just invite a bunch of streamers to play Stellaris and see who can first defeat the 25, 30, whoever we come up with as a challenge.
Ooh, technical question. How many places of pi can Stellaris calculate? Well, if someone goes Cosmogenesis, then it's real easy. Because then they can round it to 3. Don't unnerf it, buff it. Whoa. Testing 1739221 would like to participate even though they don't stream regularly.
Sure. Actually, I think that those are all the yes that I'm hearing in chat. Okay.
Okay, so how is our galaxy doing here? It's actually doing pretty well. So we're 80 years in. Time is still ticking at a decent rate.
We are 2 minutes left on the stream. So, guys, if you have any last moment question, very important question that we're holding and you were feeling shy, like, maybe I should not ask it, I feel so shy, we are here to answer your questions. Don't hesitate. Also, like, to answer the guy, am I allowed to participate in? If we get to one, yes, we'll probably like allow people to participate.
I just want to show this because it's hilarious. So, since I've got 2 minutes left, 2 minutes is probably going to be enough for like 20 years. So here we are.
Ooh, now I can really
see. You can't even see these numbers. Can we get updated tooltips for older content? The newer DLC have better tooltips than the older stuff. Yes, that is true. We do we do need to update some of the older stuff to match the standards of new stuff.
Saxon 227 is asking, volcanic words are fun and a great addition. Any chance we can get more praise for shroud words?
I want to do toxic worlds at some point because I feel that toxoids could really use the same sort of treatment. But this is one of those, no promises anytime. Custodians may get to it at some point. Thanks.
Any chance for a lithoid bioship or a lithoid molten wilderness?
I mean, they could happen. There's always a chance for anything. It needs the content team needs to decide that that's one of the things they want to do.
All right.
Can I follow ship on this fastest? Yeah. Whoa. Here, let's find a. Ooh, hey, look, it's chosen.
Situation log updated.
Bro, the construction ship is going crazy. He's like, wee!
Zip, 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 zip. Wee! So
We should put
on
the-
my computer, I ran this in the background while I was answering questions to the Dev Diary today, and it took, I think, 42 minutes for it to run the entire game. It was really silly. When will the console pop overhaul take place? When it hits 4.0, because they're following the same.
Yes. So again, just to recap, Q2 is here, end of season 08. After that, we'll hit 4.0. What does CPU does PC have? This was asked another couple of questions over the stream. We have
This computer is bonkers.
it's a really good one. This is not your.
Are there plans to add Death World or species that can only live on Toxic Worlds? That would be super cool, and that would make us more likely to actually do the Toxic World thing. So, quite possibly, I like that idea. And yeah, the Toxic World Ascension perk should receive a rework and buff. Yeah, it would probably something would happen. Okay, well, this is our. I think that this is about the end of our literally unplayable stream, because yeah, we're already 20 years in this tiny galaxy. Hey, what happened to? Oh, I guess that they died. I wasn't paying attention, and something terrible happened. That always happens, doesn't it?
Always.
Okay, that's us.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Now the Hypno ship is not the Hypno shirt.
It's less. Twitchy.
Is less, yeah. Which is strange because I see no distortion here in the camera, so it must be something with the codecs we have here. Or maybe that's how we intro you.
Okay, well, next week we'll probably have one of the tech leads here, if not both. I can't say which one because I don't know yet.
So I will not be here.
You might be here too.
Okay.
We can fit 3 chairs here. Maybe even 4.
So we're going to do like a council.
Big, council of answering questions as we're all like half off screen and stuff like that. Yay, ambient noise again. Okay, well,
All right.
we'll see you next week.
Yep. Bye, people.
Bye, everyone.